Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Don't mind my hair. It's in rare form this morning. I can't worry about it anymore. So we're gonna try our best to ignore it. Today's video, as the title says, we will be technically not unboxing because I already did this unboxing on my shorts. So if you want to catch that, you can check it out on my shorts. But we are going to be trying the Merit Solo Shadow in Viper and a new lipstick that I picked up in Tiger. So I'm prepping my skin with the Merit Glow Skin Serum. I really just need one pump of this. For those of you who don't know, if you have dry to normal skin, 2 pumps would be what's recommended for you. I have combination oily skin, so 1 pump is more than enough for me. And it feels like a drink of water, truly. It does not leave your skin greasy at all. It is a really nice, light moisture. My skin soaks it up really nicely. I think that's like my second bottle that I've used of that. So this is the box that everything came in, and let's open it up. Here we have the limited edition leather bag that was a collaboration between Merit and Proenza Schouler, and in here are the products. So I do want to mention that the way that this was packaged was really good. All of the products, right, because I ordered this bag ships free with every like $100 I can't speak today, with every $100 order while supplies last. So I ordered some products that I don't have in my collection, and I got the bag for free. And so the way that this came is that your products come in a separate box, and then your bag is on one side. Everything is snug together. I love that nothing was dancing around inside the box, because that just, your products can be prone to damage, you know what I mean? So you get this beautiful like little card in here telling you a little bit about the collaboration itself. And this bag is reversible. For those of you who don't know, I will be showing you both colors. So it is black, and then you have that beautiful Merit blue. So before we get started, let me just show you first the products I picked up. I did do another eye set because I did want to pick up the Solo Shadow in Viper. This green shade had been calling my name for quite some time. You guys know that my favorite color is green, so naturally. For those of you who enjoy seeing this packaging up close over and over again, did Merit not do the most beautiful job at selecting the packaging for these eyeshadows? And I love that they click open and shut. I love that. So here is that beautiful green shade, and I am gonna apply this 2 ways in this video. I'm going to do this as just a liner, and then I'm going to put it all over the eyelid. Let me swatch this for you, of course. This here is a finger swatch. This is definitely a deep shade, so I really don't know how this is gonna look on my eyes. This is purely experimental. So here is that swatch. And then with that set, you know, I've showed you this like 1,000 times to see, because this is like the 3rd set I pick up. I got a brow gel in the color brown. I got, you know, another number 2 brush, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm actually not going to be using the brand new one because it's actually, I'm going to give these as gifts for Christmas. So a full-size mascara. I love the mascara. I'm actually gonna give this one to my mom because my mom's been using like some sample mascaras that I gave her, and by now she should be running out of that. I do keep my mom stocked, like, naturally on makeup products that she needs, but my mom is not somebody who wears a lot of makeup, so, and she doesn't wear makeup, like, she wears makeup maybe once every 2 weeks. So I did pick up the lipstick in the color Tiger. This is another color that was very intriguing to me. It is described as a brick red. Wow, I really, like, did not do a very good job at cleaning this after I did that unboxing shorts on my YouTube channel. But it is like a brick red. And I thought that this color would be perfect actually with this eyeshadow shade. So let me swatch this here for you guys so you can see it. Merit's lipsticks are super creamy. To me, it gives me more orange vibes than it does red vibes. But we'll see when we apply this to the lips, okay? It kind of reminds me of the blush that they have Persimmon, which I'm gonna get right now, and we're gonna swatch this side by side to see if this is like the lipstick version of Persimmon. Because the blush I'm choosing to use today is Fox, which I think is gonna go perfectly with this green shade. It is a muted, neutral blush, and that's what I need for this very deep green shade we're gonna be using. So here we have the blush in Persimmon. And I have a feeling, okay, no, this is much more pumpkin spice orange than the lipstick. So close, but definitely not the same. I'm building it up because I want to see. Yeah, no. Okay, all right, well, now we know. All right. I have a link in the description box below. So if you are interested in purchasing any of these products or getting the bag for free, please do check out my affiliate link. Is in the description box below. It does help support my channel, so I truly appreciate any of you who choose to shop through that link. All orders over $40 have free shipping, just so that you're aware, and your first order ships with the signature Merit bag, which was the inspiration for this leather bag. But because they're currently having that promotion that if you spend $100 you get the limited edition leather bag, if you want both bags, you would probably have to do is place 2 different orders. Like, do one that's over $40 and that's your first order, which will automatically put this corduroy bag in your cart for free. And then place another order spending $100 so you get the leather one. So it comes in its own dust bag, which I thought was very luxurious. You know, this kind of reminds me of, you know, when you buy bags from Louis Vuitton, they kind of come in these very similar dust bags. And then on the inside you get the beautiful signature leather bag. Let me pop it open because they kind of fold it to package it. But how stunning is she? And then you have Merit and Proenza Schouler on there. And then the back is plain. This bag feels very luxurious, very well made. Like, you know, there's no, you know, weird stitching. They took their time with this product. It is reversible, which I'm going to show you now. So you can choose to wear it on the black side or on the blue side, you know, whatever you would like. This is the blue side with the same logo of the brands up front. and it is plain in the back. Now this bag is much bigger than the original. See how like this is much shorter? This is much wider because it was not only designed to house your makeup products if that's what you want to use it for, but it's also designed as a bag that you can wear out. So today I'm gonna use it on the black side, and I'm gonna fill it with just like Merit products in here because obviously that's all I have in front of me, because I want you guys to see how the bag looks when it's filled with things. Of course, my Merit mirror. I hope they bring this back for the holidays because I think it's one of the best pieces of merch that they have. Okay, so we have quite a few products in here. And so you would just do the knot however you choose. I like to do the knot. So it has an inseam on here. I like to pinch that inseam like that. And that's how I choose to do the knot because I feel that it holds better that way. If I do it flat, it's kind of a little too relaxed. So depending on how many products you have in there, you can choose how you want to tie it. So here is the bag. It is truly a beautiful, luxurious bag. And the fact that this shipped free for $100 worth of products blew my mind. I want you to know that I was that person at midnight placing my order. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now you can choose to hold it like this. You can choose to kind of just cradle it, you know, whatever you want. I just think it's a really beautiful, luxurious piece. It's kind of like when they did their mirrors. So everybody went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for these mirrors, and it sold out both times they decided to launch this. When they do merch or collaborations, it's just very well thought out. They put as much effort as they do with their own products. Like, they don't skimp you on the merch that they're producing. They have really good quality. So if you haven't gotten your bag, I highly recommend that you place your order. So now we can get started on this look now that I've debuted this bag. All right, so the first thing we're gonna start off with is with bronzer, and I'm gonna apply my bronzer in the shade Clay. This is like a very goof-proof product. For those of you who don't like a lot of makeup or are new to makeup, it's pretty much impossible to mess this up. I just realized when I looked in the mirror, I don't have foundation on. Wow, I'm gonna need definitely 2 of these today. What we're actually gonna start off with is the foundation stick. Wow. I'm in the shade Linen. And ever since they redesigned these to make these bullets a little bit bigger, that's the shade, by the way. I always try to swatch because I get a lot of new people on the channel, and they do have questions, so I don't like to assume when I'm filming that everybody knows what these colors look like. Anyways, I'm using my Merit #1 brush, and this is a really solid brush. I have put this brush through the ringer. I have washed it. I have used it with a lot of different products, not just the foundation. I've used this for the bronzer. I've used this for the blush. If you're somebody who does not wear foundation because you have amazing skin and you can afford to do that, first of all, power to you. I wish. But second of all, this works great with blush, with their little blushes. So honestly, it's a very like one and done kind of brush. You can use it for pretty much everything and anything. I think the only thing this like doesn't do well is if you're trying to spot conceal, like, you know, in between the eyes and, you know, in the inner corner. Definitely it's gonna be difficult. So I hope that they expand their brush line and come out with some kind of like little concealer brush, because we already have the number 2 brush, which is their eyeshadow brush. So I have a feeling they're gonna be expanding that. Now we can go in with a little bit of bronzer. So I kind of just put this where I need help. Like I said, it's very hard to mess this up, and you can build this up. I like personally a very subtle bronzer. For those of you who've been following me for a long time, you know this. So I really don't pound on the bronzer, but you can build this up. By the way, I am using a buffing brush from Real Techniques to buff in my bronzer. Here is the swatch of the bronzer shade next to the foundation shade, and packaging is solid. This, man, it's sturdy. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, next let's go in with some blush. I am using Fox. All the blush shades I had was gonna be the best for the green look. It's kind of like a muted terracotta. Gives me all the fall vibes. So this is a blush that is very natural. You have the option of doing a subtle cheek or building it up. I'm using an IT foundation brush to stamp this in. You can build this up to your liking. You can choose to have this as light as a watercolor effect. You can choose to have this just as like a very subtle blush, which is what I'm doing now. Or you can really pound this on. These really do build up very nicely. And I find that with this natural kind of build-up color, I don't have to set it. My skin will soak it up really nice. But if I do build it up, this is not gonna dry down. It has a very like a sort of dewy-like consistency. So if you build it up and you have combination to oily skin, you are gonna have to set this, because for me personally, it's a little too dewy. Moving right along, let's go ahead and apply some highlight. I have mine in the color Bounce, and let me swatch this for you. I'm running out of real estate here. So here is the highlight. It's like a beautiful rose gold, but very subtle. And I really only apply like a tiny bit of this, and then I just press it in with my fingers. This is definitely a dewy product, so very minimal of this for those of you that do not have normal to dry skin. But you see, it's like super subtle, melts into the skin. It kind of reminds me of Chanel highlighters, like from their original line, not the special edition or limited edition ones. Their core line, their highlights are very subtle. It looks like a natural glow. The moment we've all been waiting for. The eyeshadow. Okay, so I think that the best way this is gonna work out is I'm gonna do this as liner on both eyes and apply and check that out. Then I'm going to put it all over the eyelid and see how that works out, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the pointed end of the #2 brush, and I'm going to apply that all over the eye. By the way, this #2 brush is a dome brush on one end and like a liner on the other end. These bristles are super short, very pointy, but very, very soft. And I think it's perfect for liner. I think it's gonna make this process very easy. I am gonna zoom you guys in so that you guys can see this look a little better. I'm ever so lightly dipping my brush in here because this is a very pigmented shade. The color just glides really across the lid. But yeah, you've got to go in with a light hand and then build it up as you go, because it's pigmented. It's very pigmented. Okay, so you can choose to do a very subtle liner. I am not a wing liner kind of gal. I rarely ever do it just because I don't think that my eyes look very good with a wing liner. Because when I open my eyes, you see I have this like flap right here, and on this side as well. It's a little red there because, you know, I tried to clean it up a little bit. So I just find it doesn't complement my eyes very well. But if you wanted to, for the sake of this video, if you want to do a very subtle liner with this, you can. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of the complexion stick on my eyes just to neutralize my veins here. Perfect. Okay, now let's go back in. So we're just kind of blending this out all over the lid. I'm staying away from the crease as much as possible. I'm kind of like just dragging down the color because I really want to concentrate this on the actual eyelid and not anywhere else. This is a soft matte color. These do not budge, and you are probably going to need eye makeup remover for those of you with normal to dry skin to remove this off your eyes if you are not somebody that double cleanses. I am someone who double cleanses every day because I have combination to oily skin, and I have no problem taking off these eyeshadows when I use them and I double cleanse. But if you do not double cleanse, you are, oh, I didn't realize that was out of the frame, sorry. You are going to have to use some kind of makeup remover, or micellar water will work just fine. All right, so here is that beautiful green shade in Viper. I actually really like this color. It is a very statement color. Even as a light wash, on my skin tone, it's gonna be a statement color, but I actually like it. It's statement but subtle, if that makes sense. Like, I don't feel uncomfortable wearing this like in the middle of the day, if that makes sense. I did apply some Merit Gel, and this is in the color Neutral. And then I just applied the mascara on the top lashes. And then for lips, let's go ahead and try Tiger. I'm very interested to see how this is gonna show up on my skin. Yeah, it definitely is a brick red, and it reminds me of like those old school brick houses, those bricks that have been there for centuries, that kind of color. Not like a fresh laid brick, you know? So this is what it looks like with a lipstick. Now, because this is a statement eye, I wouldn't also do a statement lip because I don't want to take away from the eye. But I really do like this color. I think that this lipstick with like a subtle eye look would look really nice, but I usually try not to do both because I feel like it clashes. Now, just for science, let's go ahead and pop on some Shade Slick in Falcon. I just want to see how this would look over this color, just for science. I like that. That's pretty, right? Gives me Morticia vibes. Love that. Okay, now let's try this with the lipstick 1990. All right, so here is with the color 1990. And if we pop Falcon on top, which I feel like Falcon is the Shade Slick version of 1990. I really can't talk today. Juicy. I look like a fall leaf. Okay, now I'm gonna show you this whole look with the color Slip, which I think is gonna be the perfect shade for what I'm going for here. Here it is with Slip. I think that this is the perfect shade for this. It is like a muted nude brown. And if you wanna give it a little bit of depth, let's go ahead again and pop on this beautiful chocolate brown Shade Slick in Falcon, which by the way, I think is the coolest name out of all the Shade Slicks they have. So this is the perfect muted brown. And now I look like a fall forest. But I like this combination. I think it's beautiful. I wanted to give you different lip options because not all of us have the same skin tone. So I feel like if you're in the deeper range, I think that either Tiger and 1990. But if you're like in the medium range, honestly, lucky you, because I feel like all of these three shades would work just fine. If you're more towards like the light, medium to like fair, I think that's Slip on its own. Or if you want to give it just a little bit of more depth, you can pair it with Falcon like I did. But I think this is the most beautiful fall look. Do I have a total biased opinion for this color because my favorite color is green? Absolutely. But besides that, I think it is a beautiful shade of green. They could have gone with a more emerald green. They could have gone with something a little lighter, something much more deeper. But I feel like this olive vintage green they went with is absolutely beautiful. And I can see this working for a lot of skin tones. I hope you enjoyed this look. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. And if you want to see better swatches and close-ups of this, I will go ahead and leave you my Instagram on the screen. You can also find it in the description box below. That's usually where I post a lot of up-close swatches of products. All right, you guys, thank you so much and see you next time. Bye.